Namaste. My name is Rui Simra. I'm International Meditation Master. Today I want to speak about the famous Mother Teresa, Saint or Sinner. I've needed so much time to digest all this information and I could not believe it. But now everything makes for me sense. The controversial truth. The crisis of faith. For 50 years, Mother Teresa secretly struggled with a loss of connection to God, describing feeling of abandonment in private writings, the Saint of Calcutta. She wrote, she confessed to experience the presence of the devil 5 years before her death, yet publicity upheld an image of unwavering faith. So the confessors wrote this is the Saint of Calcutta and so on. So this means she was not doing it with the faith of the Lord. Because she had lost the faith of the Lord because of her bad doing. That I think. Questionable medical practice. Multiple reports, including from volunteers like Hemley Gonzalez and journalist Donald Macintyre, reveal raised unsterilized needles and contaminated water, justifying it as God wills. They use it. And everybody knows, even he's working in Calcutta, where so much bacteria is in this hot climate, raised unsterilized needles and contaminated water. That can kill everybody. I've lived also in Calcutta. And I love this city. Also in Thailand, you cannot do it. You have to sterilize everything. Instantly your wound. Otherwise you have a huge wound. The second time I got arthritis because of an insect bite. Just so. It is beyond of everything. No trained medical staff in a hospital. No trained medical staff in a hospices, despite $30 million each year in donation. You think you cannot believe such things. Filthy conditions, urine, feces, soaked laundry washed next to eating utensils. You have to go to India. Do this. And you're totally ill after a short time. Refusal to improve care. Volunteers offering boilers or supplies were told Jesus doesn't want that. Oh my God. Exploitation of suffering. Critics like atheist Christopher Hitchens argue she romanticized pain as piety, denying painkillers to the dying. Oh my God. How cruel is such a woman? If you told me that devil had done so, I would believe that. No? But a saint? Focus on baptizing the terminal ill, often without consent, over alleviating suffering. So the suffering she had not eased, no? But she used the moment to baptize the guy because then he could not defend himself. Oh, dreck. Oh, so disgusting. Tied patients like animals. Reports describe children tethered to bed, a woman bound to a tree, and volunteers laughing at their distress. And this is a living hell, what she had done to the hospices, hospitals, and orphanage. And if you would tell me that had done a saint, I would laugh, no? If you would tell this had done the devil, I would agree. The miracle controversy, her first canonizing miracle, a cancer cure, was debunked as a result of medical treatment. You need two miracles, and the first was not a miracle at all. Okay. Funding priorities. Despite massive donation, facilities remained squalid, fueling accusation of performative charity. This was not hearsay. This means the Pope, money greedy like crazy, took all the money and she could give not it to the poor people. But she got it for the poor people. Okay. Legacy, compassion or cult. Pro. She drew global attention to the poor, inspired humanitarian work. Con. Evidence suggests her missions prioritize Catholic dogma over genuine care with volunteers, intoxicated by their muse. Key source, documentary Hells Angel, Mother Teresa of Calcutta, Chatterjee, 1994. So he was devoted from him. Investigations, the Washington Post news statements, volunteer testaments, Hemley Gonzalez and Donald Macintyre. There are so many articles about it, but first look up this one. I have much more sources. Oh my God. How she can do such things or did such things. Thank you that I could speak about this, and bye.